Benavidez and Morrell pay-per-view buys was between 150 and 160,000 buys. I know that wasn't a number. I probably would say it was closer to 80,000 buys. That's what I feel like it was, but that's what he's reporting, and I think if it was 150, 160, that's a success for them. A lot of people didn't feel it was pay-per-view worthy as far as the billing price or the popularity of it. I think the fight definitely didn't leave anybody regretting that they bought the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view was pretty good, but let's talk about it. Let's call it a rumor. They tell Dan Rayfield to report the numbers from these companies. They use him as an outlet. They can't announce these numbers because a lot of these companies are publicly traded companies, and they can't put out lies. You ask, like, then why they give it to Dan Rayfield? To get the public something. In reality, when you hear 150, 160, they probably did half of that, 80,000 buys, and that's pathetic. They probably didn't turn a profit at all. They knew they wouldn't. I mean, I don't know the projections that they're getting. They didn't put the fighters did their job in marketing with beef and throwing the belts at each other and having bad blood, but Morrell had 11 fights. He headlined some shows in Minnesota, but it's hard to really, grow these guys when everybody is not really seeing them really grow. You know what I'm saying? Or really marketed. They fight once a year. They fight on Showtime. A lot of people got away from Showtime. They're pretty much going towards the app these days. So, yeah, that marketability is kind of going a little bit somewhere. They're not marketing. I mean, when you're not on regular TV or you're not where the majority of the people's eyes are, it's going to be hard to market. It's going to be hard to market. When you're not where the majority of the people at, where everybody watching that, and you're not running commercials there, and then you fighting once a year, and it's hard to people like, damn, they forget really quick. Think about it for a minute. You'll see somebody in a movie, and then you won't see them again for a long time and forget, like, damn, I seen them in something. That's why you constantly got to be in the public's view. And why the fuck is it so hard to get out the mall right now? This is fucking ridiculous, dude. It is literally a line to get the fuck out the mall. It damn near look. I ain't gonna say damn near. Kind of like Black Friday around this hoe. It is a line to get out of there. My choice of restaurant today. Might be regretting getting out of here. I hate the way they got these entrances. It's like one way in and damn near like one way out. But yeah, I don't really be believing the numbers they say they really be doing. It's gonna be hard to get out of here today. Man, low key wanna put a nigga move, but I ain't in no rush. I'm surprised so many people at the mall right now, which is kind of crazy, bro. I mean, you can cut me off if you want to. I don't really care. I'm going to cut you off because it's my right. Yeah, they always want to be dicks. Like, we live in the suburbs. One thing about it is the drivers are dicks. They're dicks. But yeah, I don't believe it did no 150, 160. But I just, it going on Prime is just kind of like, when I be watching movies and TV shows on Prime, they just don't do a great job of marketing. Like, the marketing budget is non-existent. Even on Showtime, the marketing budget was non-existent. They do these little YouTube videos, and YouTube is a huge part, but it's just one part of it. It's just one small part of it. It's one small part. So, it's dying, and they're not trying, and they're not trying to be progressive since they put TV shows on NBC, or since they was putting it on regular TV. PBC ain't been progressive, boxing ain't been progressive. Turkey is trying to come in and do his thing and say, well, we're gonna put on shows for $25 pay-per-views, and it's just like, people don't give a fuck about the price. It's just that they don't know these fighters. They don't know these fighters. And when we don't know these fighters and we not familiar, we didn't see them grow up on TV or nothing like that, it's hard for us to invest into them. It's hard to invest. Come on, man, turn. What is you waiting on? Christmas? They be killing me, dog. These niggas trying to make some hoes. I'm gonna go anyway. I don't give a fuck about this Honda. Chun-Li can get out, we can fight. Yeah, like, man, like, fuck. But yeah, I mean, shit, you know. But it's hard when you don't have a popular product. It wasn't that the brand was inferior. It wasn't that. It wasn't that the fight wasn't. It just wasn't built up the right way. If I had Benavidez and Morrell and I really wanted them to clash, even Plant when they clash, like, do I want to get them fighting somewhere where everybody can see them? Where everybody can see them. Build a rivalry up on where everybody can see it, you know, and then take it to a pay-per-view platform. They building fighters on limited and secluded platforms, and then you got to understand too, we can just stream it. We could just literally stream it. We can stream this shit and be good. We can stream it. It would nobody lose no damn sleep. We can stream it. We can stream it. So, well, yeah, I mean, I was glad that I caught the fight. I watched the fight. The fight card was good. It's just that it's hard to market fighters, you know, and you just want to rush market it. I ain't even see the light turn green, bro. This light be green for 10 seconds. That's why the traffic is so back there, right? Like, the turn left or go straight on this line is like literally 10 fucking seconds. You got a line wrapped around the wall. It's wild right now. But the way they drive out here, you understand why the lights are the way they are. But yeah, it was a good fight. It lived up to the bill. And if I did pay $80, I wouldn't be like, damn, I wasted $80. Everybody threw down on the card that I seen, from Cruz and Furio to whatever his name was, to who else was on that whole Fulton and Figueroa. You know, the main event, they lived up to the bill. You know, that's the type of cards you want to put on regular TV to get people excited. But nobody got an opportunity to really see these guys groomed and grow up in front of their eyes. That's why Sugar Ray Leonard was so popular. Everybody got a chance to see him grow up and get groomed in front of everybody's eyes on social, on you know, as an amateur. Everybody seen him come up through the Olympics, and they felt like that was their son, that was their brother, that was their nephew, that was their grandchild. You know, so they felt like, damn, I fuck with him. Like, he feel like he a part of the family. He's like America's son, and everybody gravitated to him and followed him through his pro career, and he was the first golden child, you know. So it ain't that much emphasis on going to the Olympics no more, because they done robbed everybody. So Olympics used to be, okay, everybody see you do your thing, and then we want to follow you into the pro, and kind of the beginning to the end. Come on now, the light is 10 seconds. These motherfuckers, it's literally 10 seconds to make a turn straight or left, and you sitting there trying to decide if you want a black Twizzler or a red Twizzler. We ain't got time for it. I told y'all, light already red again. These motherfuckers do not be bullshitting with their lights. And one thing about these drivers, these suburban drivers, they don't care about shit. They don't care about life. They don't care about their car. They don't care about their kids. They don't care about getting to work. They don't care about they drive with no regard for human or their lives. They get these 4x4s, these trucks, and they think they can't spin out. They think they can do 100 miles an hour on ice, and they spin out in the ditch, and And then they got this dumbass look on their face, like they mad at somebody but they self. Like all the time say, when it's snowing, when the bridge is icy, when the road, take your time. And here they come. But yeah, they gotta do a better job of marketing their fighters. They gotta do a better job. They gotta get back to basics. Wherever the masses of people are at, that's where the commercials, that's where the fights, that's where the ads should be ran at. That's where the fight. But no, everybody, don't nobody want to take a step back and make money on the back end. Oh, this don't work. It's a proven formula to work because other fighters did it. Is when they went to HBO and they created pay-per-view. That was pretty much the beginning of the end. HBO was able to preserve the core fan base that was built on CBS, that was built on, Thursday night fights. It preserved that core. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. But after a while, it stopped growing. The core stopped growing. So then, people started to falter it off, and, it ain't that, then they stopped wanting to make fights, and, people lost interest. HBO lost interest. Showtime lost interest. And a lot of people that got into the boxing space to talk boxing, they were like rats and informants in the street, failed street niggas like that snitch at the boxing boys. And they just act like they know boxing. Like, come on, they knowledge don't go really back far. You can tell they reference no old fights. They only reference it when they start watching it. It was a niche. They found the niche. Although I could just sound like I know what I'm talking about, get in, because they couldn't talk that street shit because their name was bad in the street. They try to, like, what they say, a hoe's final form is a religious woman. That's their final form. Some of us, we grew up loving this sport of boxing. Me, I grew up watching it, loving it, understanding it. I've been watching it since I can remember. 30 plus years watching it, for sure. You watch these dudes talk about boxing, there's no references that really go past 2009, 8, 10, 7. None into the 2000, none into the 90s. They didn't do no homework. 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s. They don't know who anybody is. And a lot of these fighters don't understand that neither. So, and then on top of that, you got the old heads, and this is a great way to end this video. You got the old heads who don't pass the torch no more. That was another day. Hey, man, I'm going to pass the torch too. We going to fight, and if you good enough to beat me, then, hey, here go my fan base. There's really no stand on my resume. It don't make me lesser of a fighter, because guess what? I was old past my prime. As long as I don't do anything to break the cardinal sins in boxing, cheat, cheat or quit or something like that, I'll be fucking fine. But if you can't whoop me, back to the drawing board, home slice. And that's how the torch was passed. Activity on this platform where people can see it. Brands wanted to be involved in boxing, want to be synonymous with the sport. Now you don't really see brands, Fashion Nova just like, we need something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just need something. It's nothing but ice. I don't say it's ice. But yeah, you know how it is. These niggas sponsoring influencers more than they sponsoring boxers. Ain't that crazy? They inspiring. You remember that? I forgot that dude they was talking about, the influencer that was like telling people to get Taco Bell, the conscious nigga in the middle of his stream and shit. Like, go to Taco Bell. That nigga was getting paid to push Taco Bell on conscious niggas. You gotta watch out for them super pro-black conscious niggas. Them be the main niggas selling everybody out. Real spill. They be the main niggas selling everybody out. Real spill. But that's all I had to say, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Peace.